All right. So, hello everyone. Let's start. So yesterday we were discussing about code build. So we can able to build our package. We can test it, build it, whatever until the CA part. Whatever we do, we can able to do it in code build. So let me run this again just for sample. Start build. So it will of course based on this build spec. So it will do all the steps and it will store the artifacts also. Usually it won't preserve, but only when we enable this it will store. And of course in the configuration, as I showed, I choose an S3 as a destination so that the artifacts will be stored in that. So whatever the files I mentioned here, let's say sample.var, right? So that will be stored in S3 bucket. Whatever the S3 bucket I mentioned, it will come here. Let's see. Once it comes, we'll see further steps. Yeah, let's see, it is currently building phase. Ambient clean install is happening. Blah 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 blah. Downloading. Done. I believe it's uploading artifacts completed. See, uploading to where? It's S3 obviously. If you, where is this? Go to S3 bucket refresh. See you Maven app. So this is a zip file actually, where I told that store as a zip file. How do I know it is a zip file? Simply one thing here, you can simply download it. You can see maven app.zip. Another thing, you can go to configuration here. You remember the S3 option right in below. So I choose an artifact store in S3. Where is it? Yeah. So I told artifact packaging none means it will upload the files, or zip means it will upload as a zip file. You may ask, why as a zip file? I mean, you can simply directly upload the var, right? Why the hell a zip file is required? It's because the zip file is required for to deploy your application. This is where you need it, because CodeDeploy is a service where we use to deploy our application to servers wherever the servers are exist. So first thing, we don't have servers, so we'll create servers, don't worry. So first let's talk about CodeDeploy. So CodeDeploy is a service, one of the service. It's used for CD delivery and deployment. So it's automated software deployments actually. So where you can configure your deployment, and whenever there is a change, it will automatically deploy to EC2 or to AWS Lambda or even on-premise servers as well, it seems. So whenever there is a change, it will deploy it for you. All you have to do is create an application, inside that create a deployment and select how you want to deploy and where you want to deploy, because you have three things, right? What to do, what to deploy, where to deploy, source and destination, and how to deploy. So these three things you have to tell to it clearly. So then it will do it. So before creating deployment and all, we need to have EC2 instances. Of course, I don't have anything, obviously you can see. So let me create an EC2 instances. Let me create two instances, maybe just for example. So I just want to show you it can deploy into multiple servers also. Test deploy. Yeah, Amazon Linux is fine. Keep here. Let me create a new one. Yes, deploy. I mean, why the hell? My bad. It's loading. Please mind, because AWS is too slow. I don't know why today. I'm just saying keep here remaining. Yeah, it's all fine. Free tier is fine. Create security group. Yeah, allow SSH for now. Allow HTTP traffic, HTTPS, so that I can able to access the application. 8 GB storage is fine. So I can able to create. But no, we are using these instances so that we can able to deploy our application using CodeDeploy. So there is one concept, CodeDeploy agent. So we need to install this agent actually in our machines. Then CodeDeploy can able to do the deployment in these servers. Let's say if servers are created, I just simply create a deployment, it won't work. Because the CodeDeploy cannot able to communicate to EC2 server. So only when you install this agent, so it can able to talk to, what is that, the servers, and it can able to install, do the deployment. See, these are the steps to deploy. Let's do all the steps. It's from Amazon official website. So let's keep all these things where in here. See, so in user data, right? Again, why we need to log in? Of course, if it is not working, we can able to log in, but that's fine. For now, let's it code deploy path. Now go to this user. It seems they just gave steps. I'm just copying it. That's it. So this bucket name S3 identifier. So we have to give this URL based on the region. So you have to go here. Let's say US East to 2, right? East to 2 means this is the one. So US West to 2, what is my region? US Oregon. So the region name will be different, like US West to 2. Let's see. Code deploy kit US West to 2. AWS code deploy US West to 2. That's what I'm using based on the region. So this URL will change because they have buckets. So they kept the agent install file in the bucket. So all you have to do is based on the region you have to change this bucket name and region. Bucket name and region, you can just simply click here. See our resource kit bucket names by region. It will give you. They already gave an example here. So based on this you can just simply change these things, regions. That's it. And set executable permissions. Oh, sorry, my bad. Next, to install the latest version auto, it seems to install the specific version. This thing I don't have any specific requirement to for a specific version. So let install start, and of course let's status. Of course we can't see it. Did I start enable? So this should work. This should install the agent. Let's launch. Oh, wait. That's it. The agent installation is done. You may ask, hey, I gave the user data. How the hell I check the status whether it worked or not? How to check is there will be there will be system log actually. Get system log. So whatever you present, you kept in the user data, it will come here usually. So it's still not started yet. So usually it will come here. So it will show here what it is doing. Or let's say you didn't see anything, you can log into server directly. Let me show you. In var log, since it's Linux, it will be exist in var log. That is also fine. Let's go to yes, downloads. Yes, let's log in. I'm just logging to one of the servers. Yes, sudo su. First let's try this systemctl status code deploy agent. I believe this is the correct one. Oh, spelling wrong, but let's see the first code deploy hyphen agent. Okay, this is the one. Spelling I had almost. Yes, no agent found. So let's go to yes cd/var log. See cloud init output.log. Open this. This is the file. There you can able to see it. See no such file directory. See the line. See whatever we gave here, it is not there. It seems. See this is the error. No such file or directory. Why the hell it is not there? Okay, cannot do anything. So whatever no after before that it worked. So until this command it failed. Let's go here. Where is this? This command it's failed. Like see same thing we are using, right? What is our region? Oregon, right? Oregon US West 2 obviously. Is it instances Oregon? Yes, even West 2. Bucket name is obviously AWS -CodeDeploy -US -West -2. Then what the hell is wrong? Let's try again. It's installed. Observe the URL, it's the same URL. Oh yeah, sorry, I installed US East 2. My bad, my bad. Then let's change to US West 2. Obviously. The hell it is here. The same URL if you observe here, same URL. Did I change anything? See here, nothing. But it says no such file or directory. Or did I give it wrong? Maybe I forgot to give duplicate. My bad, my bad. That's okay. See, this is what. Install I'm giving. See, it's installing the agent. See? Done. Now the systemctl command works. It's active running. See? Now open another window, another server we have, right? Of course we have to do it manually because the user data I gave it wrong. My mistake. I mean, I forgot to give duplicate, it seems. Can we check the user data, whatever we give? Monitoring, no. Security, no, obviously. Networking, no. Storage, obviously, no, you can't see it. So maybe in the details, let's see again. If it is not there, yeah, we can see it. Okay, it's not there. That's okay. So let's log in to another server. Yes. Sudo su. Simply copy this. It's installing. Oh, wait. CodeDeploy. Yeah, it's running. My bad. So now, yeah, now our agent is installed. What is agent? So we are deploying, we're trying to deploy, our application, whatever the artifact we generated from code build to the servers. That's why what we did is, we have installed CodeDeploy agent because with the agent only we are going to deploy. So first what we have to do, let's create an application. Obviously, what is application name? My Maven application. Like example platform EC2. So select the platform. Next. So application is ready. Next we have to create a deployment group first. Deployment group, what does that mean? It means we have two servers, right? So we need to deploy to two servers, obviously. So in order to deploy that, we need to create a deployment group. So adding those two servers. So let's create deployment group. What is the deployment group name? EC2 GRP group. I mean, service role, there is no service role, let it create. And it's asking deployment type. See, there are two types. So there are blue green, you know what is blue green, where we deploy the latest version after instances are working fine. uh, Sorry, if you see here, this blue green is little different. So replaces the instances in the deployment group with the new instances. It will create a new instances and deploy the latest version to them. After new instances are working fine, old ones will be deleted. This is one blue green approach. Another is in place. In place means it will update the existing instances. So we have two servers. If I select in place, it will apply version here. So if the second time deployment is happening, it will use the same servers only. It will apply to the same servers, the new version it will apply. But if select the blue green, it will create a new servers. So yeah, obviously, so it is saying, hey, use auto scaling. You have to make sure auto scaling group is created in order to use blue green. But for us, okay, in place is fine. I don't want to create multiple things. Now there is something called environment configurations. So if you select, you can add any environment variables which will be added to the group of text for EC2 instances. So it's not required for me, that's okay. If you want to add it, you can able to add it. Now deployment settings. This is one. How do you deploy? This is one of the strategies. So CodeDeploy have one of the advantage like this one. There are three types. Of course, by the name you will see it. How do you want me to deploy? So shall I deploy all at once? It means all the servers at the same time, which obviously application will be down. So, or you want me to do half at a time? It means let's say I have 10 servers. It will do 5 at a time. It will deploy the application into 5 servers at a time. Once those are done, it will deploy for remaining 5. So since I have 2, 1 at a time, it will do it 1 at a time, half 50%, or 1 at a time, it will do 1 server at a time. So based on whatever you want, you can say able to select it. All at once, no one selects because of course, if I select all at once, application will be down. I don't want it. It could be half at a time if you have too many servers, or it could be 1 at a time if you have very less servers. Let's go for half at a time. So now what happens is, if you deploy something with using this CodeDeploy, it will apply to half servers at a time. Half servers means based on the number of count. It means in our case 1 at a time. And do you need load balancing? If you need load balancing, of course select it. You have to choose the target group. Of course I don't have load balancing, you can uncheck it. So when you're practicing, try to create a load balancer. Since this concept, load balancing concept, I'm not saying anything, but you try it. Okay, that's it. Oh yeah, advanced. So you can create a trigger. So what happens is the trigger name and the event when it should start. So it will send you an alert. So if you see here, create a trigger that subscribes the Amazon topic to receive notifications about deployment instance events of the deployments. So you can create a trigger here, and the event, maybe let's say deployment starts. When the deployment starts, SNS topic you have to select here with the mail, whatever the mail you have, it will send an alert to you, hey, deployment started. Like that. You can create up to 10 alerts. Same thing with alarms. So alarms, if you add alarms to automatically stop deployments in deployment group. You can add up to 10 alarms. So you have to use alarms also, but of course as well as rollbacks. So this rollbacks is very much important. Let's say my CodeDeploy I'm deploying my application into EC2 servers, all good, happy, but I just deployed a new version, it's failed for some reason, it's not working. Then what I have to do? I have to redeploy the old version, correct? Instead of that, they have something option called rollbacks. So you see the options. What happens is when deployment fail, it will automatically roll back to the previous version by itself, the deployment. So that's another advantage with this. So you don't need to manually redeploy the old version again. It will only do it for you. So let's say version 1 is currently running. You made some change, developer made some change, you deployed it version 2. But version 2 is not working for some reason. It will automatically revert back to the version 1. So if you don't want it, you can disable it, but always keep this enabled, because that's automatic feature where deployment gave to you. Why you need to disable it? So that's about the rollbacks. Very pretty much important. Service role, it seems. uh, code deploy hyphen role. So it will create a role obviously to you. Amazon is to instances. So you can add a tag. Tag is important, it seems. Test deploy. If you observe, I'm keep on going. I'm now keep on saying. I'm creating a group. What I told, hey, this tag is not required. Okay, this is fine. And I'm creating a deployment group. I told we are adding the servers here. But if you observe, where I added the servers, that's where the tag comes. Here, environment configuration. This is where you add the servers. I forgot it and I moved on, but yeah. So which servers you have? EC2 servers, and you have to give that server tag here. Based on the tags, it will identify the servers. It will add to here. If you say test, obviously there is no servers, right? There are no servers with this tag. See, with the test deploy, there is a tag. Sorry, what is that? Yeah. So these whatever the instances this tag have, those instances will be added to this deployment group. Sorry, this deployment group. See, and agent configuration, install code deploy agent. Don't install it. It's already installed. So why we need to install again? Or I mean, this is the new option I didn't see earlier. So you can install agent only once. I mean, it will install the agent for you, but it's okay. It's not required for me. It's already installed. Now create a deployment group. I have to create a role mandatorily. It should create for me. Enter a service role with code deploy permission that grants AWS code deploy access to your team. So now what we have to do is let's go to IAM, or simply just it will only give it to you code deploy service role. AWS official document give it to you. So what permission should be there? Say run instances, create instances, pass role something. Create a service role. See? So you have to create a service role. Go to service use case, choose deploy, blah blah blah, add permissions. Let's go there. Create a role. Code deploy. Code deploy, yes. Next. So it's automatically policy is added. These are all the permissions it has. Next, code deploy role. There's some name I'm just giving. So it has. So I just created a role. Where is this code deploy role? Copy this and paste there. So I didn't selected any permissions because it automatically took it the permission. See, code deploy role. It assigned auto scaling permissions. Of course, you should describe terminate instances and elastic load balancing. Of course, we're not using it, but these are all required, right? That's why see automatically it added. Now let's try. Hopefully we gave all those things. All done. Let's wait. Is it created? Yeah, it's created. Now deployment group is created. In this we have two servers. I mean based on the tag. Now how to deploy to these servers? So you have to create deployment, or you can create directly in the application itself. You can create deployment like this. Create deployment. So first you have to say what is deployment group. This is my group. Revision type. Your application is storing in S3 or in S3. Sorry, GitHub. So my application is storing in S3. You have to give the S3 bucket the zip file here, the zip file path. Where is this? S3C. This is the URL. Paste it. .zip. See, it will automatically go talk to this bucket and download this. And where to deploy? In the servers. Obviously, what we selected, the deployment group. So it will take this Maven, whatever the zip file we have. Inside that there may be artifact, and it will deploy here. And next we have some conditions we can able to add. So how to deploy: override the content, retain the content. So you can choose any of these, or fail the content. Fail means like that. Let's say the version 1 is already exist. So if you override the content select, what happens is it will override the old content to new content. So if you retain the content, the old one will be kept it is. It won't deploy the new version. So always select the override the content. So next, deployment group overrides the, off at a time. Rollback, rollback is already there. Create deployment. Is it deploying? See, currently going on, in progress. So deployment IDC in progress. See the events. Of course, it will fail. I mean, it will get success, but you don't deploy. Why like that? We'll see. Don't worry. Let it finish. Let it wait. Let's wait. Let's wait. You can see it's pending. You can view events here. It will show you what's happening there. So all are pending. Obviously, it will be pending. Why? Because we'll see. We'll see. Don't worry. Where is this? Let's go back to our deployment. See, it's still pending. In progress, it seems this one. Let's see. This will be also pending. Let's wait. Let's wait. It will be pending forever. Let me tell you what's happening. Let it, maybe let's wait for 1 minute. One more minute. Let's see. It will be obviously pending forever. Let me tell you why. First, let me go back. Let me stop it. Why? Because stop deployment. See, in the code build, we have concept, right? We wrote some small ML code with build spec.pyml where we told what to do. Similar way here also we created a deployment. I mean, we created application. Okay, good. We created a deployment group. Okay, with 2 servers. Oh, that is also good. And we created a deployment. Hey, this is my source. Deploy this. But where to deploy? Of course, EC2 missions, obviously. But which missions? Sorry, which path? That you haven't told it. And of course, see, these are the events. We have to use these events. So for that, what we have to do, we have to create a new file called app spec file. App spec. That is a new file, where we have to give what should happen. Same thing. Earlier we've seen phases, right? Here. Install, pre-build, build, post-build. Like here also we have before install, after install, like this. So we have to create a file. So before going on, let me just stop the code build, because if I make a change, code will automatically triggers. Yeah, it's okay. Let it trigger. Oh, there is no wrong anyway. So what we have to do is first create an file called app spec. App spec.yml. It means application specification.yml. So version you can just 0.0. OS, it's Linux, right? I have to give the OS. Next thing we have files. What files you want to deploy? Source. So what is my source? S3. Obviously don't give S3. The name maven-app. Where is this? maven app slash then var file is sample.var. Just an, this is my var destination. This is where you have to deploy in the server where you want to deploy. Since I don't have Tomcat or anything, I just deploy to some random, maybe slash home slash maybe slash opt. Just example. I mean, there is nothing there. Just example. Now I need to add the hooks. Hooks. So hooks, what I have to do is before install. So what you want to do before install? Execute something, or no, do something, some echo statement, anything you can able to do. Or you want to restart something before install. Let's say it means before deploying the application, what you want to do? Restart something. You can able to like write a script. Stop Tomcat. Of course, we don't have Tomcat. We'll just write some echo statement in this. Stop underscore Tomcat. Timeout I'll give as 305 minutes for this command. Run as root. And next is after install. Let's copy the same thing. Location start Tomcat. Again, it will just run a print statement. That's it. That's it. This is how the file we write. The app spec file, where the code deployment reads the app spec file and do the tasks. So first it will obviously in the code deployment what we did. So we told this is deployment history. Sorry, go to deployments, application. Sorry, just go to application first. Your application deployment group. So here what we told, hey, see my location is S3 bucket, right? So it will go to S3, and within that S3 we gave the where it is. We gave where it is. Where is that? Where the source is within the Maven app zip file will be there inside that. Destination is opt in server. So before deploy do this. After deploy do this. We have to create these scripts. We'll create it. For now, let's commit the changes. If I commit, obviously build will start. This is, let's open this one because I enable the webhooks. See, it's already started. That's okay. It's fine. Let it run multiple times. No worries. So let's add one more file. Stop underscore tomcat.sh. Oh, sorry. I'll simply write slash bin slash bash echo stop tomcat. Something. Just I don't have anything. I'm just showing like this. But in here you have to give original commands to stop and start tomcat. And of course I'll create one more file. Start underscore tomcat.sh. That's it. Let's save it. So I pushed all the files whichever I mentioned. Now let's go to Maven app. This is the, let's refresh. See, because I pushed 3 times, obviously it will execute 3 times. Just few minutes, it's okay. It'll run. Let's wait. Wait, see, it'll load. It'll take time, but let's patiently wait. One is done. Yeah, it's done. So this is the third one. Six is the third one. So It is done. Okay. Let's wait. Why the hell it is still running? Let's refresh. Ah, yeah, it's done. Now let's deploy again. Create deployment. So here application storing in S3. Here let's try to connect. Sorry, let's first give this. Try to connect to GitHub. Why the option is not coming? Select the name of the token associated with the account you control granted to connect to first type account the account then choose to connect to GitHub. Let's connect to GitHub. Authorize, yes. I'm connecting to my GitHub. Confirm. Yeah, it's connected. Repository name. What is it? I forgot. Sample Maven app. Sorry. Sample Maven app. Commit ID. You have to give the latest commit ID. I believe this is the one. Where is the commit ID? Come on. There will be huge commit ID where I can see it. Yeah, maybe let's try this. This is the commit ID. Deployment. Yeah, this is fine. Override the content. These are fine. Rollback. These are also fine. Create deployment. Now let's see. Sorry, the commit ID is invalid. Characters are incomplete. Yeah, I had to give the full ID. Sorry. Actually, there will be a huge commit ID. Let's click on the code. These are the commit ID. 11 commits. Let's click on this. This is my commit. Yeah, let's copy here and paste it. Yeah, this is the commit ID. Create. What the hell, man? Please mind if I do any mistakes. It's been almost 3 or 4 years which I did this. Let's. Oh wait. Agile. The username slash the uh, repo name. Let it start. We'll see. Deployment started. Oh, event started. Wave events in another tab. Wave events another tab. It'll see. We told right one by one. Deployment one half at a time. That's why it's doing the first one because I only have two. What the hell? So this is not. This is pending. The other one. Let's see if this works or not. This is also pending. Let's wait. Blah blah blah. Let's wait for a few minutes. It should not take much time. Why the hell it is pending? Let's see. it is still pending. I don't see an error as well. User action, okay. It won't take this much time. Let's stop the deployment maybe. Okay, let's figure it out here. Deployments, yes. Create a deployment, yes. So yeah, we created deployment group is selected. Blah 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 blah. Optional, these are all we selected. These are all fine. Then why the hell it is not working? Maybe let's check this. Mm-hmm. And why the hell it is not even starting? This is the first one. Let's start. No errors, nothing. These are deployments. Okay, go to applications, app, deployment group. Deployment type, rollback true, Maven app. Okay, roll. Okay, CodeDeploy, yes. These are all fine. Okay, these are the servers. Yeah, servers are running. And deployment, these are the IDs, so forget about these things. So now let's go. I'm just going to deployment. These are revisions. I can go. Sorry, I have to go inside this Maven app. Deployments. Create a deployment. Use it to group. Obviously, my application storing in S3, which we selected. Same thing. It is not working. Same code build. Revision type S3. Deployment description. Blah blah blah. Or write the content. Create. Let's try this one. Obviously, app spec file is required, but it is not asking when we choose an S3. But yeah, let's try. Obviously, it will fail again. When pending state. Let's see the log in the servers, the code deploy agent log. Let's see if there is something over there to figure out. Or let's try Google. AWS code deploy var from S3. Okay, this I used it. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, same thing we are using. Okay, okay. Wait. Okay. My bad. Okay, maybe this one. Let's let's do a little different way. Let's stop this. Let's go to code build. This is the code build. Where is this? Go here. Where is build spec? Edit. So let's add one more file here. Let's try commit changes. Obviously, I'm committing. Build will run. Meanwhile, Let's wait. Seventh one will run. Yeah, let's wait. Let's see here. They are saying that along with your deployment code, whatever you want to deploy, app spec also should be in the zip file, whatever you're zipping in S3. See, or in GitHub repository if you want to store. Okay, let's try. I think maybe this is what we are missing. Let's wait. Where are we? Almost done. No, it's in build phase. Let's wait. Let's wait. Yeah, it's done. Now, obviously, if I go to bucket, Maven app, I'll have two files inside this. It's a zip file, of course. I have to download it. But yeah, two files will be there. Yeah, why to have it out? Let's download it. Okay, let's go here, extract the zip, extract all, extract. See, two files. Now CodeDeploy will read this because we are giving this as a source. Let's forget about this. Go to application, or you can simply go to deployments directly, but you cannot create it. See, you have to go inside an application, deployment, create a deployment. Sorry, create a deployment group. Obviously, this source S3 for now, S3 Maven, zip revision type zip, and that's it. Override the content, obviously. Yes, create a deployment. Now it should work. Let's see. Hopefully that should be fine. View events. It's pending. Let's wait for a minute. Let's see. Earlier we gave the git. Oh, wait. Yeah, I gave the S3 only. Sorry, yeah, that's fine. Earlier we gave the commit ID, which means build app spec is along with where file exists. But why the hell? Meanwhile, let's check this. What's blah 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 blah. These are all fine. We are doing it correctly only. But something is not working. Where the hell we are missing it? We told the revision location in that app spec also there, which obviously reads it. So app spec should be correct, I guess. .yml file or .yaml is it? Let's open another official. Yeah, let's open here. Is it YAML or YML? I think anything should be fine. It's fine. Come on, why it's pending? Why the hell, man? Oh, is it? Let me just think. What we are missing? So we have what are the, where is this? Let's go to code. We have start, stop, tomcat. Okay, app spec. Those are hooks before install, after install. Okay, hooks are there. Next, what it is expecting. Install, we don't need it. Install application start, we need to, okay, do we need to have this application start on stop? Maybe it's not, depends, it depends on your requirement only. Then why the hell? Maybe let's edit this. Let's edit this app spec file way more. So we'll include application stop also, because this is what they are expecting, right? This is expecting application download bundle is means it will load from S3 obviously. So before install we gave, after install we gave, application start and stop will give. Okay, let's try. So same thing under the hooks only. Something location stop underscore tomcat dot sh. Just, I mean, you can execute the same thing. It's fine because we don't have anything. At least same thing. What we do is application start will do. Application start. Maybe it's anything is fine. So now what I do, I'll update the build spec file. Sorry, app spec file. Sorry, build spec. My bad. To include these start tomcat and stop tomcat also in the S3. So let's keep them also. Stop underscore tom dot sh, start underscore tomcat dot sh. This will include all these 4 files in S3 bucket, which is our source for deployment. Of course, let's stop. See, it's not able to retrieve it. Why this hell? Its CodeDeploy agent is running. So what is this error then? Permission issue. Oh, maybe is this the role? So CodeDeploy have the role, service role to talk to EC2 obviously. So she makes sure CodeDeploy has CodeDeploy role and your EC2 instance have Amazon EC2 role for the CodeDeploy. Okay, do we need this role? Maybe let's try. Create a role, EC2, select EC2. Next, CodeDeploy. Why it's required CodeDeploy? Amazon EC2 role for CodeDeploy. Is this the one they told? Okay. Let's try. Do our EC2. Okay. EC2 CD role. Some name randomly. Let's see. Let's attach. Maybe this might be missing. I'm updating it. Security, modify IAM role. Yes. So I think Maven build also should be done by now, at least. Yeah, builds are done. Let's forget about this. Let's go to this also done. Go to Maven app, create a deployment. Let's try. So all in place now. it should not betray us. Let's try this. If it is not working, we'll try another one. Override the content. Let's create a deployment. Something is wrong. So we have it right. Everything is present. Application, is it capital S or small s? Yeah, all are good. All are good now. It should work. Still not working. The hell not to do. We have to see it. So what the hell is happening? Let's figure it out. We have to do it. Figure it out today. Still it is failing. Let's try check the deploy agent logs. Sorry. Cloud. Where is the log here? I can't see anything. No. Grading. Okay. Then okay. All are fine. Okay. Agent is obviously running. Let's check again. Yeah, it's running. See, actively running. So no issues with this. So all are fine. Okay, this is also fine. Then what the hell is wrong? Why only for us it is not working? Wait. This is fine. Forget about this. This is also fine. Yeah, this is fine. Source is, this is fine. At least it's not even starting. If it is, it will start and it will fail somewhere. We can able to figure it out. Okay, maybe the issue, but it is not even starting means there is the high level issue. Something is there. So first, let me go to application. application. Let's deployment groups first. Let's go to role. So the role should have permissions, obviously. So auto scaling, blah 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 blah. It is easy to describe instances, terminate instances also. These are all fine. This should be fine. Now blah blah blah. Key, we have triggers not required, deployment group tags not required. These are all fine. So there is no errors. There are no errors. I mean, all are good. Now deployment also, whatever we are creating here only. Then why the hell is not working? Of course, unknown error. We have more. Code deploy agent was not able to receive the lifecycle event. Check the code deploy agent logs on your host. Where the hell is the path? Where log AWS code deploy? There is no log at all. Observe here. I'm going same place. There is no log at all here. There is SSM. Obviously nothing. What the hell? There is no, because it's not even connecting. Oh, maybe let's go to AWS. Code deploy agent. Yeah, let's go. Tail-f. Missing credential. The instances was started with an IAM profile. Of course, we have IAM profile, for God's sake. We already attached, right? This is when 2:39 UTC timing. UTC time now. Sorry. Date. Sorry. 2:40. Okay, just now. Okay. Missing AWS profile. Let's copy this error. What the hell I'm missing? The role is already there to deploy to, oh, S3 permissions. Huh? Did I forgot? Okay, I have two IAM roles: CodeDeploy instance role, CodeDeploy service role, CodeDeploy. Oh, do I need to have S3? The hell, man. Let's try. Hmm. Wait. IAM role, CodeDeploy. Sorry, yes, EC2 role. Let's add a policy. S3. S3 read only, maybe for now. I believe read only should be fine. What permissions user give? List objects, get object, okay, read only is fine. Who the hell is joining now? Yeah, that's okay. Where is the use? This is the right. Let's update it. Now let's restart the agent. Systemctl restart. Code deploy agent. Hopefully, come on, restart. Come on. Why it is not restarting? Yeah, this came at least. If it restart, at least we can start it. The hell, dude, man. Finally it restarted. It took this much time, so this also let it restart. Now we'll start the deployment again. If this works, I'll explain you what are the things and what we are missing so far. Yeah, finally it restarted. Hopefully it should work. Please create a deployment obviously, yeah, blah blah blah, just this zip file from S3 or write the content. Let's create. Meanwhile, let's open the log. It is downloading something, it's doing something. Let's open the log here also. See, it's downloading finally. Oh my god. I'll explain, but let it finish. Let it deploy the whatever the artifact what we told to slash opt path. I think that's the destination, right? We gave. Where is it? Yeah, slash opt. Let's wait before install what it is doing, whatever we have given. Okay, this is the first server it took. Okay, there is some error. Let's cancel it. Let's see. It stopped here. Now in the script maybe there is some error. That's what it is showing here. Version file found at deploy agent. Code error. JSON payload error. Script name message. The code deploy did not find the fspec file within the unpacked directory at the revision fspec.yml. Let's go to this path slash opt. So there will be a code deploy agent. Okay. Deployment route. Ongoing deployment C0. It's that because it just creates deployment path to you. Deployment archive. Yeah, fspec. It is exist. Is it expecting the small letters? Maybe. Let's try. So please mind me, as I told you, it's been almost 3 to 4 years since I did this. Worked with fspec because we moved to containers. Nobody cares about fspec anymore. But I want to tell you. Let's stop the deployment again. Sorry, we told to deploy, not yeah, here. Let's open the log. Now let's create a new deployment. Retry. Yeah, retry is also fine instead of creating a new one. Yeah, finally download bundle. Okay, it's happening. Still error. The hell, man. Opt deploy blah blah agent. The code deploy agent did not find us with it. It is there, for God's sake. Let me try, or maybe let's do one thing. Let's create a new deployment. Okay, I stopped it. For God's sake, it is torturing. Let's go to here. Hope you don't. We have time. Few more minutes. Sorry. Because after this we have to. I'll show you about the pipeline also. Deployment group. Yes, 3 yes. Yes. Zip file yes. Yes. Or write the content. Let's wait. Before this, refresh. Let's delete the Maven app, whatever we downloaded. Now let's download again. Let's just see, before uh, trying again. So where is app spec? Wait, I had to change in the code build, right? You know what I told in the code build? Where is this? Refresh. 10th one will already obviously ran. I told code app spec file. Let me just edit here only in the GitHub to make it. Where is this? Capital app spec file, which does not exist. So let's make it this also small. Save. Yes. Let's close this. Let's close this. I am also close this. Create. Let's wait. Maven, it will start. So Maven started. Let's wait for 1 minute. Meanwhile, let me just 1 minute. Let me charge. Just a minute. Yes. Let tail the logs. Hopefully, yeah, it's in builds phase. Go. Yeah, it's done. Now let's go to S3. So I just pushed it. Okay. Let's download it. Let's open it. In which one? Yeah, app spec is exist. See. Now let's deploy it. Let's create the deployment. Of course, let's open the logs again. Oh, it failed immediately. That's good. That at least good. No such directory opt code deployment sample.var. Why? Why the hell is no deployment? So let's go to this path. Deployment archive. What is the COAD? Maybe this one. What is the deployment ID? 4x0. Okay, there is no folder like Maven app. Okay, let's create one more deployment. Hopefully this should be the final one. So I gave the wrong path, it seems, where in app spec file I gave the folder name like this, but there is no folder, right? It's just a zip file. In S3 I'm storing in a zip file, and when I extract it, directly content will come. There is no folder. Now it should work. See. So obviously let the code build run. Let it finish. Let it finish. Then let me deploy. Is it done? No, it's already succeeded. This is sorry, old one. Yeah, it's done. deployment group. It's very simple except that I made it bigger issue. That's it. I forgot to do that. I forgot to do this. I'll explain you again. Don't worry. So lifecycle event started. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, it's done. See, it's deploying. Finally. After 1.5 hours, I guess. See, it's done. Obviously, this one also will be done. See, done. How do I check it? Go to OPT. That's where we told to deploy. See the var file, it's deployed. Earlier it was not there, or I can remove it again. Sorry. I can create some folder mkd here, tomcat, let's say. So I'll tell in the appspec file to deploy in tomcat. It should deploy in tomcat. So in the appspec file, destination, I'll change it /opt/tomcat. Now what I do, I'll create a deployment. I'll copy the deployment, I'll create a new one obviously. Same thing will come. But I cannot do it now because wait, Maven code build has to be run. Let's wait. It's done, so we can able to do. Hope you have a few more minutes to close, because I want to close the code pipeline also today. Let's wait. Wait. No, not yet. Yeah, it's done finally. Let's go create a deployment now. It will get success. Let's succeeded. Let's go to maybe Tomcat. See, it's came. How? Because we told to deploy. That's what we told to deploy. Hey, do this thing. So let me explain from beginning now. So be attention now. So code deploy, as you know now, by now you get it, is to deploy our application from, it can be S3 bucket, or it can be from GitHub to our servers. As of now, our EC2 server. Just think as for EC2 servers as of now. So what we do, we have EC2 servers. First thing we have to do is do the code deploy agent. So agent is deployed, and for EC2 servers we need IAM role, where the role should have access to S3 bucket if your code, your application, whatever you want to deploy is in S3 bucket. If your location is in let's say, where is that, what is in GitHub, so you don't need that S3 role. So let me select my application will be GitHub, repository name will be trace agile /sample, sorry, sample Maven app. Commit ID, I have to give the latest commit ID. Obviously you know this. So what happened is, so once you have to give an IAM role with S3 permissions. If your source is in S3, if your source is in GitHub, it's fine, no problem. And what does it mean? Source is your application code where you want to deploy, and whatever the dependencies which required for that. And one more thing is, CodeDeploy have something called build app spec file, app spec file, application specification file, where you have to define in the app spec file what to do. So as a deployed files hook section, application stop before install, after install, application start. So you can give whatever the commands you want there, the scripts. So this file you have to create, you have to keep wherever your code is. Let's say your code in S3, your application specification file should also be in S3, so that CodeDeploy agent will read that. Let's say your code is in S3 but your application file is not there, it will fail because it doesn't know what to do. How do I figure out? Check the CodeDeploy agent logs. CodeDeploy, sorry. So you have to make sure this app spec file should be present along with the code, as well as whatever the scripts you are using should be present along with the code. Once you set up everything, now create a code deploy application, create a deployment group. Obviously you know how to create deployment group, and once you create a deployment group, you have to give the tag, which tag, if you can, you want to identify the instances. And if you have auto scaling, give that. If you have load balancing, give that. If you have auto scaling, what happens is it will remove the servers from auto scaling while deploying it. Once deployed successful, it will add it back to the auto scaling group automatically. And for load balancing also same thing. If the deployment is happening, it won't send the traffic to the server. If the deployment is done, it will send the traffic again to the server. One thing here is, for code deploy also we need a role. For servers we need a role, that's a destination. So it needs to access. For code deploy, which we are using to deploy, that also need a role, because that is trying to talk to EC2, auto scaling and load balancing. So you need a role. So you have to create a role. By default, policy is there. It will choose it automatically for you. So once you create a deployment group, you have to create a deployment. So you have to select which deployment group you want to create. Let's say you have multiple deployment groups. Obviously in a single application you can have it. Choose a deployment group where your code is. Of course we have seen S3. For now I'm saying GitHub. So this is my repo, my latest commit. Override the content means it will override the deployment. How do you know whether it's override or not? So let's go to OPT Tomcat. See the December 255, right? If I deploy, let's see. So I'm deploying from GitHub now, not from S3. S3 already seen. Code build is uploading the artifacts and whatever the code is required to S3. So we did that. Now my code, my var file also is in GitHub. See here, whichever I'm applying. So my application spec file, app spec file, and the code all I kept in the same place in GitHub. See, so that's why deployed. So let's type ll. Sorry, it's already deployed. So obviously, if I delete again, it will redeploy. But yeah, it is working. So that's what is happening here. So what we missed is multiple couple of things. One thing, first thing we missed, IAM role for EC2 machine. See, you are using S3 as a source. So how the hell EC2 talk to S3 without permission? So that why it is throwing error in the logs. We did not check the logs. That's why it took this much time. So now we created IAM role with S3 permissions attached to EC2. Now EC2 can able to talk to S3. It is taking it. After that, for some time it failed because the app spec file, the name is wrong. We gave capital letters, but it's expecting small letters. That's why we changed the name. And one few more times, the app spec file is not in S3 bucket. Our code is there in S3 bucket, but app spec file is not there in S3 bucket. So that's why it's failing again. These were the errors. I know it's recording, so try to watch again. You will see all the errors where I found it. Got it? That's about the code deploy. So you can have multiple applications. You can create multiple deployment groups inside a single application. You can deploy anytime. So you can go to deployments. It will show you all the revisions. And of course in the servers, so if you go to /opt, there will be a code deploy agent. So there is something called deployment root. In this folder, all your deployments will be stored. Deployment logs also. Go to here, C0. This is a deployment ID. I mean the application ID, like that. These are all the deployment IDs. So you have to figure out which is your latest one, and you have to go inside it. I believe maybe this is my latest one. What is that? U4. So what happens is, whatever it's downloaded, see, it is storing here. The deployment archive, it will untar them. See, this is the old one, sorry, not new one. Of course you can see the capital letter. So like that, in every server, the code deploy agent will download the bundle from S3 and store there in OPT code deploy path. So that's about the code deploy. Next thing we have code pipeline. It is like similar to Jenkins pipelines, where we can create a pipeline with the source and destination, and we can able to view it. We can able to see what's happening. It's pretty much simple. Let's create a pipeline. Create a from template or build from scratch, because we'll have our own pipeline. Click next. First thing, pipeline settings. What is the name? Test pipeline. Test is fine. Execution mode, so you want to execute it parallelly if you trigger it, or if you want a queue, or if you want to superseded, means let's say if deployment is running, pipeline is running, someone triggered the pipeline, the old one will stop. Of course we don't want it. Let's make it queue one by one maybe. And variables, if you want, you can able to add it, so it will be fine. Click next. This is where you have to choose the source from where you are deploying. Code build will be there somewhere. Sorry, code build is not there. So we are deploying from GitHub or S3. Anything. See, you have to give S3 bucket. Bucket key is fine. It's not. It's fine. Or you deploying from, where is it? GitHub via connect to GitHub. Confirm yes. Repository, you have to give the yes. Branch main if you want to deploy. GitHub hooks, yeah, I recommend it because it will trigger automatically. Build stage, which build stage? Commands you want to give, artifacts or other build providers. AWS code build you have to select. You have to select your project here, Maven app. So artifacts, you already defined artifacts in S3, so it's fine. I mean, we're just selecting what's already exist. The project name, sorry, select it. Next, deploy. Where to deploy? Code deploy. See, inputs. Input is from you want to from source artifact. Your source artifact is from GitHub. You want it deploy from whatever is there in GitHub, or you want to have. Let's go to here. You want to have deploy from, where is it? Build artifact, because we have sure two artifacts are there. One is from GitHub, one is from build. Build artifact means from S3. Let's try. So Maven app deployment group, EC2 group. Let's next review page and create a pipeline. It will give you a pipeline view also for you. Let's create it first. Yeah, let it create. See, it is started in progress. It's checking out the code. It will do the code build. Wait, it will come the 14 number, and once it is done, it will deploy to. See, it in progress. Let's refresh. See, it started because pipeline is now the code build is part of pipeline now. It will start. See, now when you push something, the pipeline will automatically start. Of course, we have Maven build. This code build project also will start, right? You can disable that webhooks. So let code pipeline take care of it. Let's see. It is building. Is of course it will take some time. Let's wait. Where is it? Still executing. Maybe almost done. Almost, I guess. I did not click on tail locks over there. Yeah, it's done. It's done. See, code deployed is deploying. I'll tell you one advantage with code pipeline. Why we need this one, apart from just the view. But let it finish. Let it finish. I'll tell you. It's pretty much easy, compared to what we fought so far. Let it finish. Let it finish. So I should have deleted the the sample var file from here, so that you can be able to see it again. Yeah, it's done. Maybe let's try again, because I want to see, right? I mean, of course sample var file exists, but I want to see it. Let's try. Let's release change. Release change means just start the pipeline. So it started checking out. You can see the status here also. Wait. Yeah, it's done. Build is going on. It'll take some time. Wait. It's done. No, no, sorry, it's still going on. Of course, if you go back, is it done? Yeah, I think it's done. Let's come here. Yeah, it's deploying. Let's see whether it's working or not. See, I deleted, it's deployed. How? Because of the pipeline. But in all the settings, you can able to add it. Add, add. You can able to edit. You can able to add few more stages. Like, you want to let maybe alarm, notification. Let's alerts notification after, once the pipeline is done. So you have to add here, add entry step. If it is skip or fail, if it is fails, success condition also, you can able to add it. Add rule, CloudWatch alarm, you can able to select it. It will send you alarm. So like this, you can, I'm just saying, you can able to add another stage like this. Let's say delete this stage. You want, oh yeah, sorry, I thought I deleted the wrong one. Stage name you can be able to give. Deploy maybe 2. You want to deploy to some more thing. Just click on add stage. See, you can able to add your thing here. That's completely fine. And yeah, the one what I told you, right? Discard. The one what I told is, if you observe in the code deployment, what I told when we're doing deployment, we told when we're creating deployment, we told where is the source is S3 bucket. That's what, right? Our source or GitHub. We told that. But if you observe, where is the deployment here? Edit stage, deploy. How to check? Here it is. So I input artifacts. I did not choose S3. I chosen build artifact. It means from code build. You know why? Because when you use code pipeline to deploy your artifacts, to using code pipeline and code deploy. When you use code pipeline, you don't need to go to S3 because you already in the build spec file told store these artifacts, right? So these artifacts will pass to the next stage like this. So if you have artifact section in build spec file, these artifacts, whatever content is there, this will pass to the next stage. It means next stage is deploy stage for us. It will pass to the next stage, sir, where we can able to use. So now, since you are using code pipeline, you don't need to go to S3 at all now. So it will take the inputs from this file, build spec file, and follow this file, and follow this app spec file. So sample is source destination, follow this file. That's advantage. But if you are not using code pipeline and simply using code deploy, you have to tell where is the source also. So S3 or GitHub. Here, since even though when we are doing manually, code build is exposing them so that we can able to use it. But code deploy cannot read them from code build. So that's why we told code build to store it in S3 so that code deploy can read it. But in code pipeline, it's not like that. Since we are integrating together all these three things, code build, checkout. Earlier we used to have code commit here, but now not there. So GitHub, and once GitHub checkout is done, build stage, whatever the test inside happening. Finally, once the build is done, we told, hey, uh, we defined artifact section to pass these whatever generated output to the next stage, and code deploy. Sorry, the deploy stage in the code pipeline can able to read that and deploy it. That's how it works. That's how. See, input is here from build artifact. Let's go to build artifact. See, it automatically going, but it's where it's getting. See, I did not created this bucket, right? It's automatically where it is getting the bucket, because it's taking from Maven app. It's taking from Maven app. Sorry, that code build Maven app and deploying to the server, I mean the deploy code deploy wherever we have configured it. That's how it works. That's the advantage with this. So you can release change, deploy the pipeline, clone, of course you know it. Uh, what do you mean? Clone the pipeline, you can create a new one, edit or stop execution. If you want to delete, simply click come here, delete the pipeline obviously. That's how it works. So this is cool, right? Compared to code deploy, we have to create an S3 bucket, store there, and tell the code deploy where the bucket exists, what is the path. Instead of all that, code pipeline simply takes it from code build and it itself create an S3 bucket and store it, and it will deploy it. This is easy, right? Compared to whatever we are doing. So I know it's almost 2 hours. So at least you got my point. What we tried, what we did so far. From yesterday is CI and CD using AWS. CI and CD using AWS. CI is where code build we did. So code build, I just added the build stage. I mean, like what is that? Maven build. What do we do before Maven build? Unit testing, maybe SonarQube testing. You can do all of those things, no issues. CI part we did for with code build, and CD part we did code with deploy. Of course, CD is code deploy only, but manually. We did manually. So we create a deployment every time manually and do it. And finally, to automate it, we have this code pipeline where we automated the deployment using code pipeline, including code deploy to servers. Don't worry, we'll use the code pipeline in next class also, maybe tomorrow, because we'll be deploying to containers tomorrow. Not EC2 servers anymore, right? We don't care about these things. We'll deploy to containers. That we'll see tomorrow. Again, including with pipeline only. So don't worry about that. So yeah, is it clear? I'm telling you, right? Code build, code pipeline we'll be using tomorrow also. So should be fine. I'll create a new code build project. I'll create a new code pipeline. Deploy maybe not required for us, so we can skip it. I mean, for if you want to deploy, of course we can able to use it for containers also, but it's not required. You can directly go with the code pipeline. But forget about that containers for now. So is it clear so far today what we have discussed?
Yeah.
So I know we took a lot of time in between, almost nearly 1 hour maybe, but since it recorded, so I'll upload it. Try to watch again where I missed what I added. So try to follow those steps. You can skip in between whatever I'm trying. Since I can't edit it, I am not a good editor, so I'm just uploading whatever I record. So please mind that, and of course do
Yeah.
practice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tomorrow same time 7 a.m. I can't able to get the timings night every day, so 7 a.m. is fine. If it is not, I'll let you know in the group, but try to join by 7 a.m. tomorrow. Okay, all right then.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, have a nice day. Bye all.
Bye.